getting nasty out there, man, behind this Megan Thee Stallion Klay Thompson breakup, man. It's getting real nasty out there, man. I was reading the comments last night and some this morning, and man, I'm thrown back by how many sisters are just taking what Megan is saying as the absolute truth without actually knowing if in fact it is the actual absolute truth, right? Because we don't know. There's no physical evidence of him um doing what she's accusing him of doing, right? There's no physical evidence of him actually cheating. It's only just what she's saying. And it just amazes me about how many sisters are just taking that and just running with it. Like, yeah, he cheated. He's a lame. And it's crazy. It's getting nasty out there. But, this is the thing. We don't actually know. And this is, you know, me not defending Klay in no way, shape, or form, right? Klay has been linked to Coco Jones. He's been linked to Laura Herrera. So Klay gets around. Clay's been outside, right? Klay does his thing, but we don't in fact know if he actually cheated in this particular situation. But I want y'all to think about something. I want to remind y'all of something, and I want y'all to think about this and to give me some feedback. Right? Let's take it back to the Tory Lanez case or situation. Right? Tory Lanez, for those I don't know, is a musical artist, and he is now serving time for the alleged shooting of Megan Thee Stallion in the foot some years back. Right? Now, this is the kicker. When interviewed on national TV by Sister Gail and asked if she'd been in an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez, either it be currently or in the past, right? Or if ever, right? She was asked that question on national TV in front of me, in front of y'all, in front of everybody. And we all remember the answer, right? Because we can go back and watch the clips of it. We all remember the answer. Her answer was no. She said no to that question in front of the world on national TV, and we all knew that that was a lie, that that was some BS, because we had seen the photos, we had heard the music with him, you know, talking about it and things like that. We knew that that was a lie when she said no, right? So, ladies, this is my question for y'all. This is my question. This is what I'm thinking. If she got up there and lied on national TV about dating Tory Lanez, right? About being intimate with Tory Lanez, wouldn't that make her credibility very shaky in this situation? Maybe a little bit, some, a lot, yes, no, wouldn't that make her credibility uh, something to heavily consider in this situation here with her cheating allegations against brother Klay? Now, again, I'm not saying Klay didn't do it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Klay didn't cheat. But what I'm saying is it might not be true because she's lied before on national TV in front of you, in front of me, in front of all of us. She's lied before. So, since we've known her to do something like that, right, publicly on national TV, then you know what, I don't know when it comes to this. So Klay could have done it. He could have cheated. He could have really messed up. But Klay is a very successful brother. We know what comes with being successful, options and things like that. And I'm sure he was probably considering her image, maybe. Yes, no, maybe her image had a lot to do with the decision that he might have made to cheat. If he did, in fact, cheat, we don't know. So let's just consider all the facts and the evidence here in this situation. We don't know. Uh, you know, uh, makes image. It definitely uh, might have had an effect on his decision making when it comes to going further with her. Um, we have a lot of things to consider. There's a lot to learn from this situation. There really is. There's a lot you can unpack from this situation, right? Because if you're looking at it from a spiritual lens, 9 times out of 10, it just was about lust, right? And I made a video about, was it love or lust, right? It's basically coming to unfold that it just was a lustful situation. Now, for her, I'm pretty sure she was trying to line herself up for the bag. We've seen it done before. It's just a common thing that we see, when it comes to these high profile relationships. So I'm not saying Clay didn't do it. I'm not saying that Meg is lying. But what I'm saying is we have to consider the fact that she has lied before in front of all of us when it came to Tory Lane. So, you know, Clay's been outside. He gets around. He's dated some high profile sisters. Megan has her history, when it comes to what's the brother named Moneybag and the baby and all that. Cool. She's young. She can live her life how she wants to live it. But let's just consider all the facts and evidence and what we have and what we don't have. And sisters also don't just take what another sister says as the truth without actually knowing the truth. Because then in the end, it makes you look crazy for defending something that, you know, you possibly would have been wrong about. You know what I'm saying? Get all the facts and get all the evidence together first before you make decisions when it comes to jumping to the defense of somebody. For my younger sisters, my older sisters, my sisters in general, make sure you have all your data lined up first. Don't just make emotional decisions because she's a sister, because she's a woman. Oh yeah, he did it, he cheated. Nah, you don't know if he actually did that, right? She could have just said that out of emotion. Her emotions run out. She could have just said that out of her emotions. So consider the facts, consider all things in the situation, look at it from a spiritual lens, um, and keep God in all your relationships, man. That's the most important. Keep God in all your relationships. Because this is what happens when you don't keep God in it, right? Young brothers, when you think it with your little head, you can get jammed up. Like I said, you could date them pretty sisters and them pretty sisters could jam you up. And you know what I mean? You're all messed up, man. You know what I mean? You got to start over and all that. Sisters, you got to, same thing. You got to keep God in it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're dealing with the right brother, someone who's disciplined, got the right mind and right spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to make any more posts about this whole thing. I'm done with it. I just thought that I'd ask the sisters a question. Give me some feedback on it. Sisters, let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? And we can kind of break it down and see what's going on and, you know what I mean? Have some fun with it, but at the same time, learn something too. So don't jump to conclusions. I'm out.